Good evening, everybody. We are live. Brewster. We've got the Pleasant Grove Hawks hosting the Carthage Bulldogs. This is the number 10 ranked team in 4A hosting the number 4 ranked team in 4A in the state of Texas. What do you think we're going to see tonight, Chase?
You know, anytime you can get a 4 versus 10 matchup on opening day at 7 o'clock, it's definitely something to be excited about. Probably be a little bit of nervous action of baseball, and you know, two teams that have been putting all the work in, you know, they have, but it's just been scrimmages. So as they get started tonight, I'm sure there'll be a little bit of rust to work out, but a bunch of good baseball players on the field tonight.
Exactly. I'm ready to see, like you said, there's been a lot of scrimmages. I'm ready to see the real gameplay. Batting 9, you know, not going through the entire lineup, actually having three outs in an inning, you know, things like that. I'm ready to see what these teams can put out there on the field. Both teams been working extremely hard. You obviously had to have a pretty good year last year to come in ranked in the top 10 in the state to begin the season. But we're going to see a lot of new faces for both these ball clubs as well. And then also a lot of old faces from last year, a lot of guys that have already committed or signed to go play college baseball. So it's going to be an action-packed baseball game tonight. We have the announcers. Just called the starting lineups, and we're going to take a little pause here as we have the national anthem played. There you have it. Pleasant Grove is going to be out in the field first, as they are the home team. We've got Luke Flanagan starting on the mound for Pleasant Grove.
Big matchup tonight with two really talented shortstops. You got Connor Cuff for Carthage going to Lafayette, very, very talented player. And obviously you got J.M. Long for the Hawks going to Texas Tech. So two really, really good senior leaders kind of leading the way at shortstop for both teams tonight.
Most definitely. We got the Carthage lineup here for you guys. We've got Dylan Davenport going to be the leadoff playing left field for the Bulldogs. We're also going to have Noah Patty, second baseman. Connor Cuff, the shortstop. Brooks Brewster is going to be pitching. Cade Moore, first base. Braden Smith playing third. Ty Chambers, center field. Patrick Malone, right. And Cole Curry, the catcher. So that's going to be a high-powered Carthage lineup. That lineup in the two-hole. A guy's name that we know coming out of the Carthage, Noah Patty. Really, really athletic kid. We saw him on the football field all season long. Arguably the MVP of the state championship football game. That's going to be a guy to watch tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the thing about Carthage that's pretty impressive is there was a couple different guys I think they could have went with tonight to be the opening day starter. Cuff's special, and they've got some other guys. So really excited to see what Brooks Brewster and Luke Flanagan both can do as two guys leading very talented pitching staffs on opening night.
Yes, sir. You've got a little bit of extra special relationship with Flanagan as he plays for you in the summer as well.
Yeah, a bunch of these guys, I mean, we've had the privilege to watch throughout the summer. A lot of them put a lot of weight on. I think Jared Halter's put on about 20 pounds, and Luke's worked really, really hard. Luke's one of those. He should be a freshman with his age, but he's a young one. He's worked really hard, and I know he's ready to go for opening night.
Yeah, he's taking the mound right now, ready to throw out the first pitch of the 2023 season. Right here, Mr. Luke Flanagan. Sets, 0-0 pitch. First pitch just outside there. Luke Flanagan, a long kid, I would say.
Yes.
Looks good up there on the mound.
6'3". He's already ditched the windup and went straight to the stretch to start the game. Not normal for him.
1-1 count now as that second pitch is right inside.
We don't have the best view, but normally Luke's changeup is his go-to pitch to get somebody out early in the count.
Off-speed pitch hit right down the line. Play is going to be made by Boozer. There he is, out number 1 of the season.
3-pitch out for Luke right there to get a ground ball to first base to utility man Ty Boozer. Really good job to start the game for the Hawks.
Boozer, a kid pulled up on late in the season last year off the JV team here. Got a little bit of time on varsity. But this year's going to be his breakout year for the Hawks.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to love about Ty Boozer is he just does everything really well. Base running, hitting, can play at least 8 of the 9 positions that I know of, and one that I know Coach Fincher can put anywhere and feel really good about.
Got Noah Patty coming up to the plate here. First pitch strike. Patty doesn't like it.
Good job by Caden Martin right there, giving it a chance. Ball down in the zone.
Flanagan going to work here pretty quick. Nice tempo tonight. He gets right back in there. Ground ball to third. It's going to be your freshman, Spencer Browning, with his first put out of the season.
Yeah, good job by Luke again. Getting another quick ground ball, this time to freshman Spencer Browning. That's his first ground ball of his high school career and made it look like he's done it every day of his life. So 2 outs here for the Hawks in the field.
That Pleasant Grove black and gold 19 jersey looks real good out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they've had to order a smaller size since when Nick Reed wore it.
Stepping up to the plate here, Connor Cuff, the shortstop.
Very talented player.
That ball just high there, maybe a little inside.
This is kind of the matchup Luke's liked. Nobody on, 2 outs with a talented left-handed hitter. This is normally something he excels in this situation.
That ball bounces low. 2-0 count. Flanagan right back on the mound. I like that pitch. He goes right back in the zone inside.
2-1 here on the count to Connor Cuff with 2 outs for the Hawks. The top of the first inning.
Get this check swing there, foul ball. Ties the count up 2-2.
Yeah, maybe a little lucky right there. Something up in the zone right there that you would think a senior would normally do something with. But nonetheless, 2-2 here for Luke Flanagan with 2 outs in the top of the first for the Hawks.
Put out pitch, gets the fly ball to left. There we go, tracking it down. It's going to be Kobe Lewis for the Hawks. That's 3 outs in the inning. As they take a break, we're going to take a small one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we're back. Pleasant Grove, first game of the season. Opener versus Carthage, number 4, Carthage Bulldogs. We've got the Pleasant Grove lineup coming up for you right here. Leading off for the Hawks is going to be number 2, Brenton Clark, followed up by Jared Halter, J.M. Long, Spencer Browning, Hunter Rose, Cade Martin, Kobe Lewis, Buck Anderson, and Ty Boozer. That's a star-studded lineup if you've been around the baseball scene around here for a while.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent. I mean, and I think in Texarkana we take it so for granted of, PG's going to be pretty good every year. But, I mean, top to bottom, this is one of the best teams they've had that I can remember. You've got some really talented guys like Ty Boozer that can do anything. You've got some young guys like Buck Anderson and Hunter Rose and Spencer Browning helping out on day one. And then you got guys like Kobe Lewis that have worked really hard to get in the lineup. So it'll be exciting to see what they do offensively. And I know Brennan will give them a chance in this leadoff role to start the season off right.
Exactly. Brendan Clark, one of my favorite leadoffs to watch around here. He likes to take that aggressive approach when he gets up to the plate. Not many pitches you're going to get by Brendan Clark right here in this first at bat.
Both of Brenton's parents are coaches, and he's one of those. He gets straight to the point, and he's ready to hit when he gets in the box. And he's put a lot of work in to get here, so hopefully he'll start the season off with a bang.
Brooks Brewster set to throw his first pitch of the season. It's going to miss just a little bit outside. 1-0 count here. Second pitch. Going to be hitting the foul play. There's going to be a chance on it here. And that lands foul. Ties the count at 1-1. That outside pitch, Brent Clark, we've seen him put that thing down the line and run for a while here in this park a couple times.
You really got a coach's dream right here. I mean, you got a junior in Brendan Clark who's uber talented, a sophomore in the 2-hole, and one of the best seniors in the region in the 3-hole. So interesting to see how they started off right here.
Clark taking a big hack at it there. Coming up empty, that's going to be a 1-2 count here. Protecting it there. He's going to hit one right back up the middle. That's going to be a single for Brenton Clark.
Yeah, very good job with 2 strikes. You can tell he's a lot stronger now. That ball might have been a 6-3 out last year. Now it's a hard hit ball at the center with 2 strikes. So you can definitely tell he looks a little different.
Exactly, covering it up right there, protecting, getting those hands through the zone and slapping that ball up the middle. Here's a guy you like to see in your 2-hole, Jared Halter. Another guy who can put a ball in play at any time.
Yeah, I mean, anytime your uncle plays in the big leagues for 10 years, you're going to know what to do and be a perfect 2-hole situation. With Brendan getting on, be interesting to see how they play it here.
In typical Pleasant Grove fashion, look like we're going to move the runner over.
Anytime you hit a ball to shortstop, Connor Cuff's playing and he can't dive for it, it's been hit pretty well. So Clark did his job. Now it'll be interesting to see what Jared does right here up 1-0.
Have a pick move here. A lot closer than I expected when that move started. Brewster looks at Clark, gets set to go to the plate. Gonna have a bunt here. He gets it down pretty nicely. Third baseman shorts in hard.
It's a really good job by Jared right there to get the sack button down. Move Brendan to second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Braden Smith coming up making that play for the Bulldogs.
J.M. Long.
J.M. Long, a guy who just signed his national letter of intent to go play at the Texas Tech.
Yeah, and anytime you think about a Texas Tech signee and what they look like, I mean, this is what they look like. Extremely strong, uber talented, and kind of guy you want up with a runner on second and 1 out against the 4th-ranked team in the state.
Off-speed pitch. Goes across for a strike there.
0-1 count here to J.M. Long. From Brooks Brewster as Carthage is taking on Pleasant Grove in the bottom of the first on opening day here.
J.M. Long's going to take time. Another great thing about J.M. Long is Pleasant. He's in control and he's in the box.
Yeah, he's one. He knows what he's trying to do. I mean, he's trying to get something elevated and get a good swing on it right here. And Brooks Brewster is definitely trying to do the opposite of that. He's went with the 0 breaking ball early, and I'm sure going back to it pretty soon to try to stop J.M. from getting something in the air right here.
Brewster set to come to the plate. Another swing on it. That's going to be foul. J.M. Long sitting here with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Brooks Brewster comes to the plate. Great job right there by J.M. Long fighting off that breaking ball.
And I don't know if our viewers can see on the camera, but Riley and Coach Fincher and his guys have done a great job getting the field ready. I mean, for this to be a February game, the field looks fantastic. Don't have the advertisement on the outfield wall anymore, so it's a little different out there, but just a great place to watch opening day here tonight.
Exactly. Not to mention this thing was under about a foot of water from all that rain.
Oh.
We had back-to-back a couple weeks.
Yeah, at one point I think they were talking about maybe having to move it to Carthage, so luckily they didn't. And we get to watch J.M. Long here against Brooks Brewster with 1 out in the bottom of the first.
That ball's going to miss low. We've also got a great crowd out here for an opening day game.
Yeah, they went with a 7 o'clock start a little bit later, gave people a chance to get out. And it's a beautiful backdrop right now and a great crowd. All Hawk Nation is down the third baseline, so it's a really packed house here tonight.
J.M. Long fouling one straight back. Having a good at bat here. He gets to see all of Brewster's pitches right here. Power hitter like J.M. Long, you know, he wants something straight. I don't know if Brewster's going to give it to him.
Back.
One in the dirt there, going to be a swing and a miss. J.M. Long strikes out. Strikeout number 1 for Brooks Brewster and the Carthage Bulldogs. We've got 2 down here with a man on first in the bottom of the first. Or a man on second, I'm sorry, in the bottom of the first.
Spencer Browning.
Yeah, this will be Spencer Browning's first at bat of his high school career. A very, very talented freshman committed to the University of Arkansas. Who'll be looking to get his first RBI here in his first at bat for the Hawks.
Great looking kid. Breaking ball misses outside.
Yeah, we don't have the best view, but it looks like, 12-6 breaking ball with some depth to it. When he's in the zone, it looks like he's got a chance. That one out there, that one right there was definitely outside. But started the freshman off with the 0-0 breaking ball for a ball. So Spencer Browning will be up here 1-0 for the Hawks with a runner on second, 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Another pitch low and outside. It's going to be 2-0. Definitely a great position if you're Spencer Browning right now.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Hawks had a freshman in the 4-hole and the 5-hole, but you got 2 uber talented kids that are looking to get something in these good counts to drive in a run.
Ball in the zone. Looked like Browning wanted to pull the trigger there.
Yeah, that's definitely not the same number 19 jersey that Nick Reed wore during that 09 to 12 run. That's definitely a different uniform.
Well, I can guarantee you it's not the 19 that Nick Reed wore.
Yeah, Nick probably still has it. Has his.
Exactly.
I think they had gold vests back then.
They probably had to stitch a couple of them together, but we made it work. Nice hit up the middle. That's going to get through. Brent Clark's going to score here.
It's going to be.
Oh, it gets away from him.
It's a great base running job by Spencer Browning to get to second for Brendan Clark to score as the Hawks go up 1-0 over the Carthage Bulldogs in the bottom of the first.
Great job right there by the freshman. Putting that ball right back up the box. Another great job by Brendan Clark, able to score from second there on a single.
Yeah, and the young freshman was able to get to second. You know, a lot of guys would be nervous and just happy to put a ball in play and break down at first. But good job by Coach Perlman and Spencer both to get to second with 2 outs. And you got another super, super talented freshman, Hunter Rose up. Hunter playing, I believe, right field tonight, up with 2 outs with Spencer Browning on second with Pleasant Grove leading 1-0.
Oh, pitch on the way.
Bad.
Trying to hold Browning honest there.
This is my first time to ever announce, so it's hard not to be a fan, even though you're sitting here with the biggest set of headphones you could find. It's hard not to be a fan and get caught up in the game at times.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Ball misses outside. 1-0.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate Morgan and the game day staff for having me on. This was, as of 12 o'clock today, this was not something I was doing tonight, so I appreciate you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. If I'm bad, just, maybe Pleasant Grove will score enough to make up for it.
That ball's going to cross the plate and be a strike. 1-1 is your count. No, we appreciate you coming on for us, man. I know there's a lot of things you can be doing on a Monday night other than this.
Well, I probably would have been here anyway. I just didn't. I didn't have my lines ready to go like I would have liked to.
Hunter Rose going to put one in play. That's foul down the first baseline.
It looked like a breaking ball right there to Hunter. Give him 2 strikes with a runner on second here.
These Pleasant Grove hitters really excelling with 2 strikes tonight.
Well, the thing about Pleasant Grove, they're going to try to put balls in play, especially with 2 strikes. Anytime you do that, you have a chance, and that's exactly what they've done with the 2 hard-hit ground balls up the middle.
One fouled. Straight back by Hunter Rose. Hunter Rose, another guy with that plate presence for the Hawks.
Yeah, Hunter's another freshman. It looks like he's been here forever. He plays like he's much older, and he's another young one that I'm sure will have a great career here for the Hawks in black and gold.
Chases one out of the zone there, but fouls it straight back.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 here to Hunter Rose.
Another one high. Brooks Brewster trying to find a way to work out of this inning here.
Yeah, and this is kind of the guy, he wants with an older kid on deck. Cade Martin, who swung it very, very well right here. He's got the young Hunter Rose up, very talented but very young, and got an older kid on deck ready to drive a couple Hawks in if given the chance.
That ball's going to miss outside.
The Hawks have done a great job of making Brewster throw a bunch of pitches tonight. I'm not sure what Carthage or Pleasant Grove will have in mind for pitch counts on opening night, but he's probably thrown well more than he would have liked to here in the first inning.
He's at 23 pitches right now. We've got our live stat man sitting right beside us, and Zach Doty. We appreciate him.
Yeah, I got to hang out with Doty today. I didn't realize he went to Texas High, so he is automatically my favorite game day employee.
Oh, I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it.
Full count here to Hunter Rose.
He's going to get Hunter Rose on a full count fastball.
Good inning for the Hawks to go up 1-0.
Brooks Brewster comes off the mound with the strikeout to end the inning. As they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room, and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back. Pleasant Grove goes up 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Luke Flanagan gets ready to take the mound again for the Hawks. Before we get to that, I want to let you guys know this game brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, one of our day one sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day. We thank them for everything that they do, and if you ever have anything you need, get over there to Texarkana Emergency Center and they'll help you out.
Luke Flanagan back in the stretch for a first pitch strike to Bruce. Yeah, to Brooks Brewster hitting for the Bulldogs right here.
Great job going out there getting ahead. Hard hit ball goes to left field out there. It's going to get by.
Yeah, Brooks is going to get to second. Looks like Luke left something up right there. Maybe a changeup, hard to tell from our angle, but left something up and hit it hard to left field. And he's going to get to second on a single with an error.
That ball getting by Kobe Lewis out there and left. Allow Brewster to get to second. He's going to be ran for here.
Kel Preston's going to run for him.
Down batting for the Bulldogs, number 8, first baseman Cade Moore.
Cade Moore will be up for the Bulldogs with a runner on second and no outs here.
Flanagan going to get a chance to work out of some damage here. Right step off right there, just a little settle down action.
Be interesting to see how Carthage plays this so early. Obviously, Pleasant Grove's expecting the bunt. He is not bunting.
Pitch misses outside. Carthage wanted to get that run right back. They just gave up to the Hawks, so a bunt wouldn't be surprising here.
The good thing about this situation is if they do bunt, you got a kid like Boozer that is a shortstop playing first base right now for the Hawks. So you feel pretty good about it every position if you got to pick it up and throw it. It doesn't look as if, though, Carthage is going to try that.
Flanagan comes to the plate. That's going to be in the air. It's foul, but Lewis has a chance. Up against the wall. Great hustle out there by Kobe Lewis.
Great effort by Kobe Lewis right there. Two-one here to Moore from Luke Flanagan after a long fly ball. Got Preston Courtesy running on second for Brewster. Anybody from Preston, from Carthage, is probably a decent athlete.
Foul ball there. 2 strikes for Flanagan now.
Okay, here we go. I expect something different. Let's go. Come low and hard to the right side. Hey, battle here. Here we go, Kate. Stay on something for a long time, Kate. Give us a chance. Here we go.
Luke Flanagan in a 2-2 count here to Cade Moore. Trying to get an out for the Hawks.
Got a ground ball here. Flanagan's going to field it barehanded. Catches his footing.
It's a great play by Luke Flanagan and by Ty Boozer to work to the other side of the bag.
Great footwork by the first baseman.
Yeah, one of those things Nick will know because he is a former first baseman. One of those things goes very unnoticed. Ty did a great job right there, and Luke did a great job barehanding that ball.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 15.
Yeah, that's not something you see from every high school first baseman right there. You've had to take a couple of hits to the chest from a base runner before you make that switch. But great job right there by Ty Boozer. Man on third here, 1 down.
Braden Smith up for the Bulldogs. First pitch strike from Luke Flanagan. Hawks going with the infield back here.
That ball's going to miss down and away.
Pitch here from Luke Flanagan. He'll break the ball down for a 2-1 count to Braden Smith for the Bulldogs.
Foul straight back. Gonna have a souvenir for a fan there.
Good job by Luke to get back in the count right there. Two-two pitch here from Luke Flanagan for the Hawks.
1-2 count here.
1-2 count.
It is 2-2. Chase was right.
I just said how good a job Doty does. Still 2-2 for Luke Flanagan to Braden Smith here. 1 out for the Bulldogs.
Flanagan wanted to dig deep here and get the second out of the inning. He's going to miss low and inside there.
I think there might have been a cross-up maybe.
Full count right here for Luke Flanagan.
Oh,
great pitch there from Flanagan. Gets the second out of the inning on a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a great job by Luke.
For the Pleasant Grove to be able to leave this man standing on third would be huge in the first game of the season.
Very good athlete. Ty Chambers up for the Bulldogs. Starting in center field tonight for them. And you could tell on the pitch before, maybe Coach Fincher, I think between him and Cade Martin and Luke, there was a mix-up. So I think they had a plan and was able to get it on 3-2 to get the strikeout.
Right across the numbers there. Inside miss.
2 outs for the Hawks. Carthage with a runner on third here in the top of the second.
One-0 pitch misses high.
Yeah, good pitch. Good pitch by Luke as he steps off to take a deep breath here in a 2-0 count to Ty Chambers.
Just a bit outside there. 3-0.
Yeah, from where we're sitting, it was a fairly good 2-0 pitch. Be interesting to see what happens here on 3-0 with 2 outs to Ty Chambers.
You've got a couple bags open here. You don't want to really give up that run. So nothing too good. Flanagan comes across the plate for a strike. Going to miss inside. It's going to be a walk for Ty Chambers.
Yeah, not the end of the world for Luke with a base open. Not the best outcome, but not the worst.
Patrick Malone steps up to the plate for the Bulldogs. A little first and third situation for the Hawks.
2 outs here for the Bulldogs. First pitch ball from Luke Flanagan.
Misses just a bit outside.
Let's go, babe. A lot of confidence, Pat. Let's go, babe. Oh, yeah, 2-1.
Great pitch right there from Luke Flanagan.
Really good 1-0 breaking ball. You could tell it didn't look like Patrick was expecting that. Got maybe a first and third play here for Carthage coming.
Flanagan steps off, assess the situation. And have a
Great
pick
job
move to
by
first. Great pick right there from Flanagan. Expecting the first and third situation as well.
2 outs for the Hawks here, or 2 outs for the Bulldogs. Luke Flanagan looking to get them off the field without giving up a run.
Got another pick move. The Hawks running off the field there as they thought they had him. Another great pick from Flanagan.
It's been a great day of area baseball so far. PG looking to wrap up a very successful day for a lot of Texarkana teams. Have pulled the upset over number 4 Carthage.
Got another one. Great job of blocking it by Boozer. They're still going to score the run here. We've got a tie ball game. Carthage won. PG won.
Yeah, I think maybe just went to it one too many times. You can tell Coach Fincher telling Luke to just relax. Still got 2 outs here. 8-hole Patrick Malone up for the Bulldogs with 2 outs.
Yeah, you said it perfect there. Just went back to the well one too many times. You almost get him on that second one. You want to go back and try to get him again, but nonetheless, 2 outs. Got one driven down the left field line there. Strike number 1.
Yeah, I think Texas had a big win today over North Lamar. Hooks had a big 13-1 win. Haven't heard about the Leopards, but Hawks looking to finish out a good night. In a 1-1 game right here with Carthage.
Great breaking ball. Going to get the strikeout. Pleasant Grove gives up 1. Carthage comes back and ties up the ball game. Luke Flanagan ends the inning with the strikeout. As they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. We're back. Pleasant Grove coming up to bat. Caden Martin going to start it off for the Hawks. 1-1 ball game. What have you seen so far?
You know, you definitely can tell a little nerve still. Young guys, you know, obviously I know the Hawks better than the Bulldogs, so I don't know who they've had coming back or what, but you can tell some young guys in some key situations early for the Hawks. A lot of freshmen, sophomores, so you just given a run to tie it up, and now you've got a junior and one of the few returners offensively, and Cade Martin set to lead off the bottom of the second. So I think they're in a good spot still. Really been a lot of good baseball so far.
Most definitely. I think you're in a type of prove-it inning right here for Brewster. Came out and threw more pitches than he wanted to in that first inning. So he's going to be dig down deep and try to get out of this one pretty quick. Caden Martin takes an early swing. Going to go 0-1.
Yeah, Caden coming out swinging. He's one that normally hits for a lot of power. Hardly see him strike out a ton. Just very, very good upperclassman for the Hawks here in his first at bat of the season.
Cade Martin in that DH spot last season. Hit a lot of balls out of the yard, hit a lot of balls, deep in the outfield.
Yeah, he's been really good on the mound in the scrimmages so far, and at first, and obviously catching. So, he's looking to have a huge year for the Hawks. He's in a 2-1 count right here to Brooks Brewster from Carthage, as he leads off the bottom of the second for the Hawks.
A couple pitches out of the zone right here. If you're a big power hitter like Caden Martin, you've got to be looking for it. He was sitting dead right there.
Yeah, Brooks is a little bit effectively wild right now. A couple balls up and then something firm down that I think Cade thought was going to be a little bit in the middle of the zone there for him.
That 2-strike pitch gets away from him. We're going to go full here. Full count pitch hit pretty hard on the line. Right to the center fielder, Ty Chambers, for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do to get it count back in your favor and hit something hard up the middle. A lot of those balls will normally fall for Cade. So.
Number 13, left fielder, Kobe Lewis.
A lot of great 2-strike approaches. I'll say it again. For the Hawks, there was another one right there by Cade Martin. Kobe Lewis steps up to the plate for the Hawks, left fielder tonight. First pitch strike from Brooks Brewster.
Yeah, one of those questionable, if you're a Hawk, you hope it's a ball. If you're a Bulldog, it's a strike all day. And he gets 2 of those in a row. It's a left fielder, Kobe Lewis, here with 1 out in the bottom of the second.
If the umpire likes it, you got to love it. Going to be a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Plays made, out number 2.
Yeah.
Connor Cuff coming across, making that play through the middle.
Yeah, really made a little bit of a tough play look extremely easy. As we said earlier, he's a ULL signee and a very good athlete. And Kobe Lewis is a good athlete getting down the line, so for him to throw him out like that, you can tell it's a really good player playing short for the Bulldogs.
Buck Anderson steps up for the Hawks, another freshman in this lineup. And another first pitch strike for Brooks Brewster.
Yeah, Buck's got some big shoes to fill. Brother was a very, very talented player for the Hawks, Tucker, and
State
Bucks.
champion.
Buck's looking to follow the trend right here.
Foul ball down the line. Patrick Malone not able to make a play on it.
Yeah, Buck's one of those freshmen. He looks like he's 22 years old. Athletically, he can do some things that normal 15-year-olds can't do, like hit a 0-1 fastball a long way to right field. We have the worst view of that ball, but
oh yeah, he hit it about 307 feet. It's 310 out there, and it bounced up against the wall.
Yeah, he's a strong 15-year-old.
Chasing one up out of the zone and fouls it straight back. Speak on his strength just a little bit here. A couple of linebackers go down for the Hawks during football season. They call on Buck Anderson to step up and be the guy, and he filled those shoes pretty well.
Yeah, Landon West and some of those guys that got banged up, unfortunately for the Hawks, and Buck was able to step up and fill a void.
Ground ball to first is going to be the third out of the inning. I said Brewster needed a proof inning right there after throwing all those pitches, and he comes up 1-2-3. The Hawks, as they take a small break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we're back. Pleasant Grove going 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the inning. Carthage coming up with 9-1-2. We just want to let you guys know this game brought to you by State Bank. Your family, your bank, State Bank. Make sure you get over there for all your banking needs. We appreciate State Bank. They're another day one sponsor of Texarkana Game Day. Without them, we may not be here tonight. So another shout out. Make sure you get by them and tell them you appreciate all their support of the local athletes here in Texarkana. Starting the inning off for the Bulldogs is going to be Cole Curry, catcher.
Yeah, he's done a very good job behind the plate tonight for the Bulldogs. He sees a 1-0 fastball, or 0-0 fastball.
Makes the count 1-0.
From Luke Flanagan.
Another one misses just low. Coach Fincher's going to take a trip out to the mound here. Probably not going to let Luke's pitch count get too high tonight.
You know, I think now 1-2 here for Carthage just wants to make sure, at 32 pitches, just wants to make sure it's not a easy base runner to start this inning. Big inning really right here if Carthage can turn things over. Obviously, very good top of the lineup. So I think you don't want to make it easy on the 9-hole here. And I would assume that's what Riley's telling Luke Flanagan right here to compete a little bit and get a ground ball.
Yeah, we got someone up in the pen here for the Hawks. So like you said, Coach Fincher probably is going out there, settle down a little bit, and let Flanagan go out here and get a couple outs. Cole Curry steps back up to the plate. Flanagan back up on the mound.
I'm going to say the opposite of what Coach Fincher told Luke for a ball out of the zone there to make it 3-0.
There he goes, gets back in there. 3-1 now. Coach Fincher going to want to see him battle back in this count. He's going to get a fly ball or line drive out to Brent Clark in center field for the first out of the inning.
It's a good job by Brenton to make it look like an easy play. Ball was hit extremely well. But Luke gets out of it. Sometimes it's better to be lucky. And I know he'll try to get ahead right here to the leadoff guy, Dylan Davenport, for the Carthage Bulldogs.
Oh, pitch from Luke Flanagan.
It's a
breaking ball just outside the zone.
It's a great pitch. You know, it's opening day for everybody.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That pitch misses inside. Flanagan working both sides of the plate right here, just trying to find out where he fits in.
PG's got some activity in the bullpen. Hard to see what number.
Strike for Luke Flanagan. 2-1 count.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That ball is going to be hit hard to left field. Kobe Lewis is going to range it in and get it back to the infield.
Yeah, line drive over J.M. Long's head there.
Looks like we got Walker Wright.
Freshman Walker Wright in the bullpen.
If that's number 9 down there, I can't really see.
Yeah, Hawk Nation is very alive and well down the third base line, so we don't have a great view, but it is a left-hander. It looks like number 9 down there, as the Carthage Bulldogs have 1 on and 2 hold Noah Patty up with 1 out here in the top of the third.
Great first pitch right there from Flanagan.
First pitch breaking ball to Noah Patty. Got a runner.
Maybe a little hit and run. Kobe Lewis may have misjudged that ball's going to go over his head to the wall. Carthage is running. He gets it in quickly. We may have a play at the plate. J.M. Long holds off, and Carthage scores another one. Connor Cuff comes around to score for the Bulldogs. Makes this game 2-1.
Yeah, probably the smart play there by the senior J.M. Long to not give up another bag on a play at the plate. A little bit too far out probably to give himself a chance. So made the smart leader play to just hold on and keep the runner at second base. This will bring up Carthage's best hitter, Connor Cuff, with 1 out here in the top of the third. Connor flew out to left field his last at bat.
I'm sorry, that'd be Dylan Davenport that just scored. I know I said Connor Cuff. My bad.
Yeah, it'll bring up Connor Cuff.
Ball missing low for Flanagan. 1-0 count to Cuff. Gonna get a ground ball off the glove of Flanagan. Hawthorne's gonna stop us from getting through. We're gonna have a play at the plate.
Oh, wow.
No patty thrown out by Jared Halter.
That is an unbelievable play by Jared Halter.
Carthage will move up to second. But what a great play. Right there, Jared Halter able to track that ball down in the middle and then get it in.
Anytime you can keep the ball in the dirt, you know, you're gonna give yourself a chance to do something positive, and just great effort there by Jared to even get to that ball, but then just step and make the throw. Just a very impressive situation. Good base running by Connor Cuff to get to second base. Another runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs with 2 outs here for Brooks Brewster.
Flanagan digging deep right there, getting that first pitch strike.
Keep your head calm, Brooks. Here, bro. You got 1-2.
Brooks Brewster might want to help himself out here, driving in a run.
Just Luke Flanagan stepping off. It's hard to root against anybody named Brewster, but you'd really like to see Luke work out of this right here.
He's gonna put one off the shin of Brooks Brewster.
Coach Fincher telling Luke he's fine, giving the sophomore boost of confidence to work out of this with 2 outs.
Already a little damage control right there made by Halter, getting that out at home. Only giving up 1 run here in an inning that could have been busted wide open by the Bulldogs. You got Cade Moore stepping up to the plate for the Bulldogs. He's going to hit one out to center field. Or I'm sorry, to right.
Right center for Hunter Rose to make out number 3 for the Hawks.
Great damage control right there done by the Hawks. That inning could have got out of hand pretty quick. But they get out of it just giving up 1 as they take a small break. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back. Pleasant Grove up to bat. Ty Boozer going to lead it off for the Hawks. Brooks Brewster going to come out and try to have another quick inning like he did last time.
Yeah, I really think the Hawks are in a good situation here. Ty Boozer's got a ton of leadoff qualities in his game, and with Clark and Halter behind him, you're kind of in a good situation here, chasing 1 as the Hawks are down 2-1 to the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
That ball missing high for a 1-0 count. That's going to come in for a strike.
Yeah, Ty's another one. I mean, had a good football season, and you can tell really put some weight on. Be interested to see how his offseason is, how it has improved his strength and his swing as he takes another strike right here.
1-2 for Ty Boozer. That ball's going to miss outside.
Yeah, it looks like Brewster's throwing a little harder now as we kind of get along in this game. It's been effectively wild so far.
That's going to miss outside. Full count here for Ty Boozer.
Just another good at bat by the Hawks to make Brooks Brewster throw a bunch of pitches and give themselves a chance to get back in a positive count.
Swing and a miss. That's going to be a strikeout for Brooks Brewster. And sends Ty Boozer back to the Pleasant Grove dugout. Brent Clark steps up to the plate for the Hawks.
Yeah, I tell you, Brooks Brewster's done a really good job tonight.
Number 2, center fielder, Britton Clark.
Made the pitches when he's need to make them, as he just does again to Ty Boozer right there for 1 out.
Brent Clark with a hit already tonight. Breaking ball. First pitch strike for Brooks Brewster.
Yeah, Brenton led off the game with the hard hit ball up the middle to start it. I'm assuming Brooks is going to try to avoid the same situation as he goes to another back-to-back breaking balls for 0-2 count to Brenton Clark.
Hey, locate right here.
Great inning right here for Brooks Brewster.
I'm sure Brenton will be in full protect mode here as he's normally prone to do with 2 strikes.
He's going to hit that one high. It's going to be tracked down by the center fielder, Ty Chambers, for the second out of the inning.
You know, and he actually got some look like probably Brooks got away with right there. Again, we can't really see, but it looks like it was a little bit over the middle there and might have surprised Brennan a little bit, but put a fairly good swing on it for the second out of the inning.
I almost said right before that pitch, you got to look for him to speed it up here. And he tried to blow one by him.
Jared Halter, who sack bunt his first at bat, made an unbelievable play last thing in the field. We'll see what he can do here offensively as he hits a ground ball to short. Connor Cuff for the Bulldogs, throws it to first for the third out of the inning for the Bulldogs.
Quick 1-2-3 inning again for Brooks Brewster and the Carthage Bulldogs. As they take a small break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we're back. Pleasant Grove going 1-2-3 that inning. Great inning right there from Brooks Brewster of Carthage, making quick work of the bottom half of the inning. This game brought to you by Greg Orr Auto Collection. Make sure you get over to Greg Orr for all your auto needs. Also, let them know that you appreciate them supporting these Texarkana athletes here on Game Day. Braden Smith steps into the box. First pitch high.
Flanagan got Braden Smith on the strikeout, swinging his last at bat. So he looks to do the same, I'm sure, here.
Going to have one hit hard to J.M. Long. Makes quick work of it. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he would have preferred another strikeout, but he'll take the ground out, and a good job by J.M. Sitting and throwing to first to Ty Boozer for the first out in the inning for the Hawks.
Number 6, center fielder, Ty Chambers.
Ty Chambers, who's made a few plays for the Bulldogs out in the field tonight, steps up to the plate. First pitch strike from Luke Flanagan.
Good job by Luke there to finally get ahead. he's done a really good job. If he can have a quick inning, he'd give himself a chance for another one. A long inning might do it for him on the evening, as opening day pitch counts are normally a little bit less than an April or May game. That'll be 50 pitches for him right there.
It gets away from him just a little bit there.
He walked Ty Chambers last inning, or last at bat. As he comes setting the stretch again with one out here in the top of the fourth.
Gonna have a foul ball straight back. Hawks sitting here with one out, 2-2 count.
Good pitch.
Ball low.
Good pitch. You know, Luke's kind of had a little bit of a plan here, I think. You've seen him miss in. I don't think he's trying to go away and missing in. You know, right there he's breaking ball away. I think he's got a plan here in the fourth and trying to get these guys out their second and third time through.
Another pitch right there had to be close. We're on the side here, so we can't see exactly where these balls are going, but nonetheless it misses, and there's a walk for Ty Chambers. Patrick Malone steps into the box for the Bulldogs. One out here, Luke Flanagan looking for a ground ball.
Carthage with a good runner on first, and Ty Chambers got Malone here reading his wristband, trying to figure out what coach called, so never know what they'll have on here. As the Bulldogs have one out.
After seeing Flanagan's pick move, Carthage probably standing a little close. Now they're going to run here.
Hit and run, it looked like.
Picked a great pitch to go on and breaking ball there.
Yeah, really one of those you just wish straight steal would have been fine. You probably would have had a chance to stand up at second there. But nonetheless, we got one strike to Patrick Malone in the 8-hole for the Bulldogs.
Breaking ball just outside there. 1-1 count.
Luke Flanagan comes set here for the Hawks.
Another great pick move from Flanagan.
Yeah, you normally don't see a right-hander with a pretty good pick move, but Luke gives himself a chance. Got a runner again. Oh, my.
Malone takes one off the helmet.
Yeah, I was not prepared for that. He wore one directly in the face without flinching.
That was close to being straight face contact, but I think his helmet caught it, or caught the majority of the blow anyway.
Ty Chambers was running on the pitch. That's one of those that could have been a bad situation there. As Luke Flanagan will exit for the Hawks. He really did a tremendous job on opening night to give the Hawks a chance to win here. As it looks like the freshman number 9, Walker Wright, will be coming in with runners on first and second and one out for 9-hole Cole Curry from the Carthage Bulldogs.
Walker Wright, another freshman in this Pleasant Grove program. You're going to see him in opening day up on the bump. That'll be freshman number 3 or number 4 in the lineup right now for the Hawks.
You know, they have Browning, Rose, Anderson, and now you have Walker Wright on the mound. So they're rolling them out there. It's one of the best classes I've ever seen. A lot of really good players. Christian May and some other guys are also super talented in that freshman group. So Walker just got out of basketball not too long ago. He wasn't able to play in all the scrimmages. So it'll be interesting to see. I know he's ready. I know he's been throwing and putting the work in, you know, while in basketball, but still a little different than coming in against the 4th-ranked Carthage Bulldogs with runners on first and second and one out for the Hawks here in the Hawks in the field in the top of the 4th here as Carthage looking to add on to their lead.
He's going to come in facing the 9-hole Cole Curry, and then he's got to face Dylan Davenport and Noah Patty right off the bat. So it's going to be a challenge. Like I said, this is the number 4 ranked team in 4A baseball here in the state of Texas this year. So he's got a task in front of him. But obviously, Coach Fincher thinks he's up for it.
Yeah, Carthage has been good for a long time. I mean, back in those, even the 05, 6, 7 days when they were winning state championships with David Rollins and those guys, and all the way through. They've just had a lot of good players, Dylan Leach and those guys. And to be a freshman and to face a historic program like this is not easy. But I think that's what Coach Fincher enjoys. I think he enjoys a little adversity and seeing how his kids do. And I know mentally Walker will be ready.
Oh yeah, these PG Carthage matchups go back far on the diamond and now on the football field as well. But it's always a good game to get out and watch. Always a good game to see, and a good game for a freshman to come in and get his feet wet at the varsity level as well.
Yeah, it's good when you're standing over here and watching. It's probably not as good on that mound. Looks like Riley's already sending number 12 down to the pen just in case it's not very good. We got runners on first and second for the Bulldogs here with number 22, Cole Curry. Curry hit a ball hard to center his last at bat.
Yeah, that's Chandler Williamson heading down to the pen. First pitch strike from Walker Wright.
Yeah, Chandler's a very talented sophomore that just got out of basketball as well. So, like I said earlier, the Hawks have the talent, a lot of young guys, and Coach Fincher's getting them hot in the bullpen and hoping Walker can get out of this without giving up any runs for the Hawks.
Another great pitch from Wright that's going to be fouled out of play here. Coming in and getting 2 straight strikes. You got to love that if you're Coach Fincher.
Yeah, it's amazing when you're in that zone and having a plan what you can do. 9th grade, 10th grade, 12th grade. Just being in the zone gives you a chance. And that's exactly what Walker's done so far to Cole Curry here in the top of the 4th inning.
Great ground ball. He's got a chance to get him here too.
It's a great job.
And he will. J.M. Long's going to make the throw. They're going to have a double play here. Pleasant Grove's out of the inning. Quick work by Walker Wright. Great play right there from J.M. Long, getting that ball out quick.
Yeah, really good job by Walker. Spun the wrong way, but when you're that kind of athlete, it doesn't always matter, as he was able to make a good feed to second, and they turned the double play.
Pleasant Grove gets out of the inning, and they're going to take a small break. As they take it, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we're back. Bottom of the 4th inning. Pleasant Grove getting out of a tough situation in that last inning, having to switch pitchers. Flanagan checking out of the ball game, bringing in Walker Wright. Walker Wright goes 3 pitches. 2 outs, and gets out of the inning. J.M. Long is going to lead off the inning for the Hawks. Last year, turning in a .338 average, 9 doubles, and 23 RBIs for the Hawks. J.M. Long just signed his letter of intent to play at Texas Tech next season, so he's a bright spot in this Pleasant Grove lineup. Shout out J.M. Long.
Yeah, and a lot of people forget, as good as he was last year, he was hurt for a long time, had to miss a lot of games. Just battled an illness that never seemed to get over. But when you look at him now, you can tell he's as healthy as can be. And big, strong senior looking to tie it up right here with the one swing, if I had to guess, knowing J.M. a little bit.
First pitch going to miss high. Yeah, we've seen J.M. Long turn on a few balls here in this stadium and just send them over that 310 sign.
J.M.'s a very talented player that knows what he's trying to do and has since a young age. He's one of the few that really, I think, has a plan offensively, and it'll be interesting to see what he's going to do here 2-0 against Brooks Brewster.
Goes and gets one. That's what I'm talking about right there. That turning on the ball here in this stadium as a left-hander here, you've got to love it. And J.M. Long gets a hold of one right there just a little too early.
Yeah, I mean, he's one. He knows he can do that in any count. And 2-0, he's really got a chance. And just a little bit early right there to make it 2-1 as Brooks throws another pitch.
Goes down in the dirt to get that one. Going to be gobbled up by the first baseman, Caden Moore. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
Bring up the freshman, number 19, Spencer Browning, who singled in his last at bat.
Number 19, third baseman, Spencer Browning.
Browning stepping up in a spot here where the Hawks need a spark.
You know, the good thing about being a freshman is he's probably too naive to even know the score right now. He's one, man. He just had a good football season before his concussion. He's a really good athlete, and I know he's just happy to finally be on the field as a Hawk.
Pitch gets by him right there for a strike. A 1-1 count here for the freshman. There's a swing on it.
Yeah, good,
comes up empty.
Good swing right there to make it 1-2 for Spencer Browning against Brooks Brewster for Carthage.
Another nice swing from Browning there, fouls one straight back. Count stays the same. Brooks Brewster really digging in here and setting his teeth in the mound.
Yeah, he's done a really good job to give the Bulldogs a chance to win every inning. Obviously, getting the first out's important, and he did that again with JM already in this inning, and looking to get a second out against Spencer as him and his catcher can't seem to get on the same page with the pitching coach as he steps off for the second time.
Brewster's back on the rubber. Still got a little mix-up between pitcher and catcher. Going to have a little trip out to the mound.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the last two innings for sure Brooks has had a plan. And especially with nobody on, he's kind of been able to set guys up and do what he wants. Be interesting to see what he's very adamant about what he wants to throw right here. Be interesting to see what he throws. 4-hole Spencer Browning right here after Spencer's last swing. Got a 1-2 count here to Spencer Browning.
Almost get Spencer to chase it there. Breaking ball in the dirt. Spencer Browning gets one. That's going to be a Texas leaguer right over second base. Single for the freshman.
Yeah, not the hardest hit ball for a 4-hole, but 2-2 on the day and get him to first base with one out here for fellow freshman classmate Hunter Rose for the Hawks with one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
It's another 2-strike hit for the Hawks as well. And even with the day that Brewster's having, you know, those 2-out hits are demoralizing to a pitcher.
Yeah, getting him back in the stretch is good for the Hawks. He's one, you can tell he likes the wind up.
Throws over at Browning. He's back without a tag.
Good situation for the Hawks here with first baseman holding Spencer on and left-handed pull guy Hunter Rose up.
First pitch misses high. 1-0 is your count.
Brewster Brooks pitch count rising on opening day, so it could be a big inning here for the Hawks as he's at 60 pitches.
Gets one by Hunter Rose right there.
Pick 61 will be a swing and a miss. Again, you don't know what the pitch counts are on opening day, but you know one big inning here for the Hawks and a couple base runners could get him out of the game.
Going to come back at Browning. He's safe under the tag.
Right field, north second base moving on the pickoff, so a bad pickoff attempt right here. You might have a chance to run for a while for Spencer.
Rose going to bunt. Doesn't lay it down. It's going to be strike number 2 for Hunter Rose.
Yeah, that's very unlike Hunter Rose to do something like that. So it'll be interesting to see right here.
Giving yourself up right there on that second strike, you know you got to put the ball in play if you're Hunter Rose right here.
One-two count to freshman Hunter Rose for the Hawks as Brooks Brewster throws his 63rd pitch of the afternoon.
Ball's on the ground here, almost got away. That'll get your right fielder moving right there.
Yeah, and right fielder moved a little bit that time.
That's going to get away from Brewster.
Yeah, you wonder if fatigue's setting in here on opening day again. Not sure how many pitches he threw in his last start in the scrimmage, but breaking ball up out of the zone right there that didn't really have a chance.
Got runners on the move. Rose pops it up to left. Browning's going to have to work his way back. And that's going to be your second out of the inning. Great catch out there from Dylan Davenport, your leadoff.
Yeah, it looks like the sky maybe playing the tricks out there based on his reaction, but he was able to make the play.
Caden Morton steps up to the plate for the Hawks. Brewster looking to get out of the inning, leave Spencer Browning stranded over there on first.
With 2 outs, you probably see Spencer on the move again at some point. Not many 4-holes can run as good as he can.
It's going to be first pitch strike from Brewster to Morton.
Cade hit a ball hard to center field his last at bat.
We're going to go back to get Spencer Browning. He gets under it. Close call over at first base. As Brewster's not letting Spencer Browning rest. But with a guy like Caden Morton at the plate, you want to keep Browning close to first because you know he can hit one out in the outfield at any time. He's on the move again. That's going to take a crazy hop.
Oh, very unfortunate. Great play.
Right to Noah Patty on the bag at second for the third out of the inning. Pleasant Grove will not score, and he still got a 2-1 ball game here. Carthage Bulldogs on top. As they take a small break, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. We're back. Pleasant Grove not able to score the man from first in the top half of the inning.
Yeah, very unfortunate for the Hawks as Spencer Browning was still in second and Noah Patty was covering the bag to happen to be in the right place at the right time to make a very good play to get the last out for the Bulldogs.
Cards are still on top in this game, 2-1. Walker Wright only threw 3 pitches in that last inning for the Hawks. So anxious to see him go a little deeper in the pitch count right here and see if he can't keep the Bulldogs at bay.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you got Luke Flanagan and Walker Wright and some of these guys on the mound, you got such a good infield right now with Spencer Browning at third, J.M. Long at short, Jared Halter at second, and then you got basically a all-time shortstop his entire career, Ty Boozer, playing first base. So you're as good as any team maybe in the state in the infield defensively right now. If Walker will just stay in the zone and give him a chance, a lot of good things will happen.
Exactly. As you look around this Pleasant Grove defense, the infield's full of middle infielders all around the board. So they're in good hands right now. Walker Wright, like you said, just got to fill it up right here and let his defense go to work.
Yeah, and they got Brendan Clark played a lot of short last year. He's in center, so they're really athletic everywhere. And if they'll just cut out on the walks as he throws a first pitch ball.
To lead off Dylan Davenport.
Davenport had a single to short last time after a first baseman put out his first at bat.
Walker Wright. Let's one get away from him. That gets high there.
Walker Wright, another PG Hawk tonight, going straight to the stretch. Not sure if that's just a coincidence with him and Luke, but he's starting out here with nobody on in the stretch and a 2-0 count to Dylan Davenport.
That pitch misses just inside.
Really needs something positive to happen right here for Walker Wright.
It's going to be a walk for Mr. Dylan Davenport. Pleasant Grove getting active in the bullpen again, sending down number 10. I'll have a name for you here in just a second.
The thing is, when you think about Carthage athletics and you hear Noah Patty and Connor Cuff, in any sport, good things can happen with those guys up. So not the best situation with leadoff walk to bring up Noah Patty right here.
Going to have Garrett Harrison going down to warm up in the bullpen for the Hawks. Noah Patty shows bunt. There's a ball low.
Anybody that wears the hood underneath their jersey normally can hit a little bit, so he's probably looking to follow up on his last at bat.
Yeah, Noah Patty, an all-around athlete for the Carthage Bulldogs, multiple sports down in Carthage. He shows bunt again. He's going to pull it back. He's going to fall in for a strike as well.
Yeah, a little bit just of an awkward play there. Ball popped out of Cade Martin's glove, and hard to tell where it was at in the zone or if he pulled back. But nonetheless, the Hawks get a strike that they desperately needed. Making a 1-1 count here from Walker Wright to Noah Patty.
High school baseball players not able to wear their wristbands on the belt loop anymore. Is that going to slow the game down a little bit? We've already seen it a few times here tonight.
It's been like that for a long time. I think this was something they were enforcing this year as the ball gets away at shortstop and goes to center.
Pleasant Grove throwing the ball around here a little bit tonight.
And then another unfortunate throw by Brendan Clark to throw the ball into the dugout as we try to figure out what's going on the field.
Yeah, there was a good steal there. Walker Wright kind of left his leg hanging as a lefty. If you're a base runner and you see that, you take off. He's kind of stuck going to the plate there. And throw from Cade Martin gets away from Jared Halter at second base and goes into the outfield. And then the kind of little bad news bear scenario after that, throwing the ball around. So
yeah, I think JM was covering. Just a lot of unfortunate. Probably should have held it to begin with. And nonetheless, leadoff walk scores again, which is never a good situation as Noah Patty here flares the ball out to right field as Hunter Rose makes the first out of the inning.
And you hate to see that be the outcome of the previous play. You got a man standing on second right now with an out if everything goes right.
And I actually think that was the second out of the inning. I think I might have missed that out.
That was the first out.
Oh,
I'm a bad announcer, so it could have been two.
Either way, Either way, you got Carthage's best hitter and one of the best in East Texas up, and Connor Cuff as he takes the first pitch ball from freshman Walker Wright.
Carthage gets another run. That ball gets away from Wright.
Connor with a single his last at bat off Luke Flanagan. Looking to follow that up here with something else positive to get on base.
Tyler Shepard says, is that Chase Brewster on the ones and twos? Yes, it is. We got the famous Chase Brewster in the booth tonight.
I don't know about that, but the area is not nearly as talented tonight without Coach Shepard coaching somewhere this spring. So I'm glad he's able to spend his Monday watching Texarkana Game Day broadcast the Pleasant Grove Hawks and the Carthage Bulldogs here at Hawk Field as Walker Wright takes the sign from Cade Martin. Throw another strike.
Gets back in the zone there. Coach Fincher wants to see that.
Interesting matchup here with a lefty versus lefty.
He's going to have one off the knuckles here. Great play made by Walker Wright. So he gets to put out himself.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where Walker probably doesn't realize how good a pitch that was to a very, very experienced, talented hitter. Just very, very good job. Anytime you get somebody to saw ball off that way, you fooled them, and kind of the biggest compliment you can get from a big hitter like that, especially somebody 4 years older than him, as it brings up Brooks Brewster, who's trying to help himself out here tonight.
First pitch gets away from Wright. Carthage dugout thought that Brewster was hit by the pitch, but he stands in strong.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one. I would like to guess that, I mean, again, from here, who knows, but it definitely sounded like it. But he wants to hit nonetheless, and he's up in a 1-0 count. It's a really good pitch.
Great pitch right there from Walker Wright. Even better job by Cade Martin behind the plate right there.
Yeah, that's the kind of border, after you're out of the zone on the fastball, the 0-0 pitch to drop the breaking ball and down. Really nothing he could have done with that, even if he wanted to get it to 1-1 to see what happens here by Walker Wright.
Staying with the low approach. That one called for a ball.
Walker's really been extremely impressive tonight outside of the leadoff walk. If he could, I don't know what the plans are for him tonight or his pitch count, especially just coming out of basketball, but big out right here to get left-hander on left-hander with 2 outs as he's trying to get Brooks Brewster out for the first time tonight.
Great pitch right there from Walker Wright. Falls in for a strike on the breaking ball.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't just a good athlete pitching. I mean, when you see that kind of breaking ball, I mean, this is a real and a long line of really good arms. I mean, this isn't somebody they just rolled out. I think this is a plan that Coach Fincher had. And he's throwing the breaking ball well tonight as it leaves one up there maybe for Brewster to get another hit. But
Brewster, hot hand, or I guess hot bat tonight for the Bulldogs that he has not gotten out. That pitch right there, not bad, just a little bit hanging. Goes right back up the box. Cale Preston's going to step in. Or I'm sorry, not Cale Preston. He's going to be the runner. Number 8, Cade Moore, steps in for the Bulldogs.
Moore flew out to right his last at bat. And
great pitch right there again. First pitch strike for Walker Wright. If you're right here, get a ground ball and you're out of the inning. Wright able to get the pick move over to first after the runner takes off.
Yeah, good job by Ty Boozer to come to get it and throw, but unfortunately the young freshman just a millisecond too late to get it over there to him. You can tell still a little bit unsure, on the whole pickoff situation when his leg goes up. But nonetheless, you got a runner at second here as Preston moves into second with 2 outs for the Bulldogs.
Great base running right there from the Bulldogs. Also noticing who you've got on the mound, and you've been able to get him on the high leg kick already once in this ball game. Cade Moore's going to slap one down the right field line or left field line. And that's going to score another run for the Bulldogs to make this game 4-1.
Unfortunately for the Hawks right there, just not a good matchup for the freshman at this point in the game. With a runner on second, the Bulldogs were able to drive him in. That's going to bring up Smith as he hit a ground ball to shortstop his last at bat.
It's going to be a ball low, making it a 1-0 count for the Hawks. That ball's going to get away from him. Carthage is going to advance.
Yeah, I don't think Cade expected it to bounce that way. Didn't get his glove turned over, and that'll bring out Coach Fincher as the wild pitch will take a Bulldog to second here with 2 outs on the top of the 5th.
That's going to be the last pitch we see from Walker Wright. Great job by him coming in for Pleasant Grove tonight. We're going to have number 12, Chandler Williamson, the sophomore, stepping in. This pitching staff really young for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Yeah, Chandler's another one. Good athlete. Just got out of basketball, very recent. So he's one that I think Coach Fincher's expecting on a lot out of this role. Kind of the long relief guy that'll give you a chance, keep you in it, and give your offense a chance to score. As we know, the Hawks are going to do a bunch this year. So excited for Chandler to kind of get his first chance here to kind of show what kind of offseason he's had and kind of try to keep the Hawks in here with 2 outs.
Most definitely. Pleasant Grove going into the bullpen tonight. This is a great first outing for Coach Fincher to see, kind of these young guys and what they're going to do in a real game time situation. You can't really mock this in scrimmages. You can't mock this in practice. You definitely can't mock the number 4 team in the state coming to your house. So this is a great game for these freshmen to get out here and get their feet wet and show Coach Fincher what they can do moving forward in this season.
Yeah, it's a situation to where you hope you're not in it. You never want to be down 4-1 in any game, opening day or in May. It's never a good feeling, but you got a chance here to kind of set up the next couple of weeks of your non-district schedule and kind of find some roles for some of these really talented arms. They've probably got more good arms than they've necessarily got roles for right now, and big chance for Chandler Williamson right here to kind of show everybody what kind of role he needs to fill out for this Hawks pitching rotation.
Chandler Williamson getting set to throw his first pitch. He's got a man on second. 2 outs for the Hawks. Braden Smith up at the plate.
Third baseman Braden Smith.
2-0 count. First pitch misses high, makes it a 3-0 count.
Yeah, different arm slot here for Chandler. Kind of a different look. Obviously, the right-hander behind the left-hander is a different look, but a little different arm slot, and going to make the ball move a little bit, trying to get a ground ball right here to one of his talented infielders.
And Williamson finds his way across the plate as the Hawks send down Justin Poe, a veteran
down to the bullpen
on this Pleasant Grove roster. Williamson goes right back across the plate for another strike on 3-1.
It's a good job by Chandler just staying in the zone, and good job by Cade for giving him a chance. Obviously, hitter thought it was a ball, but Chandler's got a chance right here to get out of the inning and give the Hawks a chance to score a couple runs.
He's going to miss high. He's going to send Braden Smith down to first base with a walk. Ty Chambers, center fielder for the Bulldogs, steps up to the plate.
Number 6, center fielder Ty Chambers.
2 outs, men on first and second for the Bulldogs. First pitch strike from Williams.
Won't be surprised if there's a double steal here maybe. Looks like coach is trying to get the attention without giving it away. It's another good pitch there by Chandler.
Misses just low, maybe a little away.
Coach is definitely
We're going to have a high miss. 2-1.
it's a good job by Cade Martin.
Another one just low from Chandler Williamson. Inside pitch called a strike. Full count here.
Big pitch here. You know, definitely got a chance to, if you're a Carthage Bulldog, you got a chance to have a huge inning against a young sophomore for the Hawks. If you're Chandler Williamson, you're trying to get out of it. And
gets a ground ball. Another great play by Ty Boozer over at first to get the Hawks out of the inning.
a very, very good job by Chandler to get out of it. It looked like it might have bounced off of him, but nobody seemed to say anything. So
Ty Boozer gets that put out to end the inning. Carthage up 4-1 as they take a small break. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
And we're back for the fifth inning stretch here at Pleasant Grove Hawk Field. And this fifth inning stretch is brought to you by Texar, as well as Tony Langford Roofing and Diamond Bank. We couldn't do this without our sponsors, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Browning Homes, and Livewire Electric. We couldn't do what we do every Friday, Monday, Tuesday night here on Game Day without these sponsors. So if you're in town and you can get around to any of these businesses, make sure you let them know that you appreciate everything they do for these local high school athletes.
big fan of Browning Homes, if anybody's in that market. Big fan.
Stepping up to the plate is going to be Colby Lewis, your left fielder tonight.
Yeah, Kobe grounded out the shortest last at bat. Brooks Brewster's back on the mound looking to keep the Bulldogs in the driver's seat here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
First pitch strike. Lewis trying to lay down the bunt. Not able to get a bat on it.
It's a very good pitch by Brewster right there.
Misses just outside.
That's probably one of those. That's a strike in Panola County if you're at home. And here at Hawkfield, it's a ball to Kobe Lewis to make it 1-2.
Another ball misses just low and away, making the count 2-2. High and in. Gonna go full count here. .72 pitches for Brewster. And pitch number 73 is a strikeout. 1 out.
Good job by Brewster to come out and after another big inning, keep the momentum in the Bulldogs' favor.
Number 23 designated hitter, Buck Anderson.
Buck Anderson steps to the plate. looking to get something going for the Hawks. Another first pitch strike from Mr. Brewster as well. Brewster, 74 pitches in, he's looking strong.
Yeah, as long as he's good, he'll be my cousin. When the Hawks score a couple runs, he will be somebody I do not know. But it's another good swing by Buck here as he's looking to get on base to help the Hawks kind of have a big inning right here.
Got 2 strikes on Buck Anderson here. That ball misses low.
Yeah, I don't know if Brooks is getting tired or what, but different arm slot right there out of nowhere. Be interesting to see.
Another ball misses low.
It's a great swing by Buck Anderson.
Fouls one straight back. Full count here. Sounded like someone's windshield just got a little damage. Where'd you park?
I didn't park right there. It's a good at bat by Buck.
Buck Anderson works back from an 0-2 count, draws a walk. It's going to be the first walk of the night.
Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of looking at our notes here. I mean, this, with this at bat, Ty Boozer will make the Hawks bat around for the second time. It's not often in the bottom of the 5th your leadoff hasn't got his third at bat yet, so they're trying to put something together here. Looks like we're going to get a runner.
Harrison.
Number 10, Garrett Harrison will be running for Buck at first base as Ty Boozer will hit with 1 out here for the Hawks in the bottom of the 5th.
Ty Boozer stepping up to the plate for the Hawks. Pivotal moment in the ball game right here for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, again, Ty Boozer is the kind that can swing this thing and their momentum right here.
Brewster comes at him with the first pitch strike. Gonna have a pick move, trying to get the runner. Harrison's safe underneath the tag.
Yeah, Brewster's already shown this game that he's got a pretty good pickoff move for a right-hander, and he's not afraid to do it multiple times. So it'll be interesting to see right here how this plays out. See if he picks over
he's gonna go at him again. Garrett Harrison able to get back underneath that one as well. Moves to the plate. High and inside on Boozer. Yourself, you're a coach. How many times can your pitchers pick over the first before you're saying, hey, let's go to the plate?
If I was him right here, I think probably 1 would be too many for me. I mean, you got the 9-hole, albeit it's an uber-talented 9-hole, but he struck out his last at bat. You got a 4-run lead, and you got an upperclassman on the mound that has just kind of done whatever he wanted to tonight. So I think the only thing they can do is throw it away, probably. But that's why I'm sitting over here with you guys tonight, and this guy's getting after it over here for the Carthage Bulldogs.
That pitch misses low and outside. Brewster not appreciative of that call.
Yeah, and I mean, he's kind of one of those that's earned, anything close all night. He's been down in the zone, and he's been really good. And, fortunate for Ty Boozer to get another chance here to put something in play for the Hawks.
Misses high.
Big pitch right here for the Hawks. Got a chance to swing the momentum in their favor right here and kind of turn this thing over to Brendan Clark right here as Brooks Brewster gets ready to throw another pitch to Ty Boozer here in the bottom of the 5th.
He's going
to
draw another walk.
It's a great at bat by Ty Boozer to bring up Brendan Clark, somebody who we know that has worked really hard to kind of fill that leadership role that brought Bearden and some of those guys graduating.
Going to see you. Go ahead.
Kind of looking for somebody outside of JM to be a leader, and Carthage is looking for somebody right here to maybe replace Brooks Brewster. So you got a Hawk ready to show he's a leader, and you got somebody ready to show for the Bulldogs that they either need to get an out right here to replace a great night that Brooks Brewster has done. So got an interesting dynamic in the game right here in the bottom of the fifth. You really can't ask for anything more on opening day.
Exactly. Brewster coming out of the ball game now. He's going to be replaced by, it looks like, your center fielder. Your center fielder, Ty Chambers, is coming in. He's going to take his spot on the mound. If you're at Pleasant Grove, you've got to be licking your chops right here because Brooks Brewster, like you said, he's pretty much done whatever he wanted to on the mound all night long. You don't see him walk anybody the entire game, and then he walks the last two batters. But my guy Brenton Clark's looking over here in the booth. That normally means he's going to do something big here.
Yeah, you hope so. Again, Brenton's worked really hard. I mean, I got to see it firsthand, and so proud of him. And I know he's one. He wants to do something positive here. Whether he does it or not, I don't know. But the unfortunate thing for the Hawks is, again, I said earlier, Carthage had a bunch of good arms, and you got so many outside of Brewster that now you don't have to get many out of this pen, and really just need to hope that maybe Ty Chambers isn't on here. If you're a Pleasant Grove Hawk, he's just threw that one to the backstop right there in his warm-up. So no matter who gets on the mound for the Bulldogs, you got a hitter, got a couple hitters if we're being honest, and Clark, Halter, Long, and Browning that'll give you a chance, and this could be your game right here. First and second, one out with a couple big-time hitters, some of the better hitters in East Texas coming up against a reliever. So you got a 4-1 game right here in the bottom of the fifth with Carthage on top.
Like you just said, Brenton Clark's going to be stepping up to the plate. Last year hitting .424 average for the Hawks, 14 doubles and 30 RBIs. A guy that can play all over the field for you as well. They're going to be looking for him to do something huge in this situation.
Yeah, and the thing about Brenton is he's been looking to kind of, again, fill this void, kind of be the guy that people depend on, and there's no better way to do it than to show people firsthand. And there's a lot of people here tonight wearing Hawk orange or Hawk gold and black to watch Brenton do his thing, and got a chance to have a really, really turning point in this game right here in the bottom of the fifth.
Bottom of the fifth, just one out here, 2 men on for the Hawks.
It's a good take right there by Brenton Clark. Ball a little bit off the plate.
Ty Chambers on the mound for the Bulldogs. Brenton Clark fouls one down the first base line.
Be Brenton Clark up in a 1-1 count against Ty Chambers. Got one out here in the bottom of the fifth.
It's going to be a ball outside.
We got to watch, me and Nick got to watch Brenton the other day against Hooks, hit a home run to left field. I think he's really seeing it pretty well right now, as good as you can for this time of the year. You look out there on the field right now, I mean, kind of got a chance to do some damage as soon as I say that they're moving the left fielder closer to the center field wall. So left field's an option for him as well. He's really got a chance to do whatever he wants if he'll put something in play right here.
Exactly. Brenton Clark spinning on one, sending it down the first base line. Hot shot here. Fielders have shifted over, at least the outfielders anyway, as they probably should, as Brenton Clark's looking to get a hold of one right here.
A really big at bat. Got Garrett on second and Ty Boozer on first with one out here as Brenton Clark calls time for the Hawks.
Clark steps up to the plate here. Garrett Harrison and Ty Boozer, both guys that can run. They're going to want to score on anything in the grass. Ball inside to Clark.
Yeah, good job kind of getting out of the way right there. One of those you kind of thought might hit him out of the hand, but as much as we'd love Brenton to get hit and be a base runner, he's also got a chance now at 3-2 to have an offensive swing to give the Hawks a chance to catch up to that 4-1 deficit they're in right now.
Every batter in the lineup so far this inning is going 3-2.
That's
he's going to ring him up on a questionable call if you're a Pleasant Grove fan.
I have no idea who that is, or don't want to be disrespectful, but that's not a very good call and a great at-bat by Brendan Clark, who's worked extremely hard to get it back to 3-2. And you hate to see a kid kind of get it taken out of his hands. And good at-bat by Brendan Clark to bring up Jared Halter with 2 outs here.
Yeah, 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second for the Hawks.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate situation right there.
First pitch out of the zone for Halter.
Pitch here to Jared Halter and a 1-0 count by Ty Chambers.
Another ball outside the Halter.
Yeah, one of those. I mean, I think maybe the dugout and Coach Fincher kind of getting on him on that Brendan Clark strike kind of helped a couple of these questionable ones afterwards. So, nonetheless, Jared Halter's in a 2-0 positive count here. Runners on first and second.
Great pitch right there from Ty Chambers. Halter putting a swing on it, comes up with the foul. Halter looks for his pitch. He's going to hit one out to center here. It's going to be caught. That's going to be a 3rd out for the Hawks as they threaten but do not score. Score is still 4-1. Carthage Bulldogs on top as they take a small break. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back. Pleasant Grove threatening in the last inning, not able to put one across. 4-1, still your score. Carthage Bulldogs on top with Patrick Malone stepping into the batter's box.
Yeah, Patrick hit that ball hard. Actually, no, that's not right. That was Cole Curry. Patrick got hit in the face his last at-bat and struck out his first at-bat. So he takes a first pitch strike from Chandler Williamson.
Williamson really working out of the inning last inning, not giving up a run there, coming in kind of a bad spot. Looking to see him start with a fresh slate here. Second pitch a little outside, 1-1 count. That ball's going to be hit right back up the middle. Halter's going to get to it. Is he going to make the play? He throws it. Great play made by Halter, but they're safe. Malone hustling down the line there.
Yeah, good job by Malone, the right fielder. Obviously a pretty good little athlete, but really good job by Jared to keep that ball on the ground, as we saw earlier, keeping it out of the grass. So pay dividends at times. And just not in his range to make the play at first, but still a great job to get to that ball.
Exactly. Any runner just a step slower than Patrick Malone right there is out on that play still. So got to give props where props are due.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, just watching Halter move around the infield, he's gotten a lot faster and become a lot better athlete.
Carthage lays a bunt right back to the pitcher here.
Good job by Cole. Cole Curry hit a ball hard, his first at bat to center, and hit into the double play last time back to Walker. And this time they don't give him a chance to do any of that as he bunts for the 1-3 put out to bring up Dylan Davenport with one out here for the Bulldogs in the top of the sixth.
Dylan Davenport, your leadoff for these Carthage Bulldogs. You know he can swing it. That one kind of gets away from Williamson there.
One whole count here for Chandler Williamson as somebody else is running to the bullpen.
We're going to have one foul straight back over us right here. We've got Hunter Digby, another senior arm.
Buck Anderson spent the majority of the game down there. Hopefully we don't need to see another arm as Chandler Williamson comes set for a strike here to Davenport.
1-2 is your count now.
Hey, you know what they say.
Got a time called right there by Davenport.
Got one out here in the top of the sixth as Chandler Williamson's looking to get Dylan Davenport out in this 1-2 count.
Got a ball hit hard out to right. Going to be tracked down by Hunter Rose out there.
It's a good job. It's a very good job by Hunter to get not only to get to it, but to get it in and to keep Malone from advancing to third on the fly ball. Kind of a very good job because now that, at least for now, the bunt kind of turns in as a moot point as they were able to leave him at second and not let him advance up to third as there's 2 outs to bring up Carthage star player Noah Patty.
Patty right here has a double on the day. And he's going to want to get to another one right here and score this run. Patty calls time and he's giving it.
Yeah, kind of a bad situation. I mean, not good for any of us. I don't know that it was granted, but it's allowed.
That ball comes up low. 1-0 count for Noah Patty. Patty leans out on front and gets one. J.M. Long's going to have to make a play here. Boozer for the stretch. Patty's called safe at first. He advances the runner over to third as well on the play.
It's a great job by Chandler Williams. I mean, you got a kid like Patty, and you know you're trying to get him out, and he knows it. And something in the zone that he was able to hit a ground ball to J.M. Long, which is normally who you'd want to hit to, but just not able to throw it over there in time for a single infield single for Noah Patty to bring up Connor Cuff, who's flew out to left, singled, and flared a ball back to the pitcher his last at bat.
Exactly. Chandler Williamson able to get Patty out on that front foot right there to force that ground ball. Can't ask for a better job from your pitcher.
No, he's just one of those. I mean, he's in a bad spot having to go to Noah Patty and Connor Cuff back to back here with a runner on. I mean, you kind of got no room for error, and got an infield single there. Gives Carthage a chance to do whatever they want first and third. And also got maybe the best hitter in the Carthage lineup up right here as he's still second right there.
You kind of knew Noah Patty was going to be on the move, having a runner on third. Given the situation, he's that guy. He's the steal guy for Carthage anyway. So you knew he was going to be on the move there. So now you're sitting with runners at second and third, 2 outs.
Yeah, big spot here for Connor. I mean, this is kind of what he's
going to get a hold of one here. It's going to be deep out to right field. Rose will chase it to the wall, but it's gone. That's a home run for Cuff.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get it out fast enough. I mean, kind of the moments he wants, just unbelievable. Athlete and senior hitting off a sophomore. And you know, you didn't know if a base opened, they were going to give him something he could hit, but he got everything of whatever that was. And big-time home run to put Carthage up 7-1 in the top of the 6th inning here.
7-1 ball game now. Not the outcome that Pleasant Grove was wanting to see in the opening day here at home. Another hard hit ball here. Clark's going to just keep it in front of him. Gets it back to the infield quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that's Brewster's 3rd time today to hit something hard. He's done a really good job of keeping the barrel on it. I think that might be the end of the night for Chandler Williams, who did a great job for the Hawks and was one infield single, kind of unfortunate ball away from being out in a 4-1 game. But nonetheless, it's 7-1 Hawks is Pleasant, or 7-1 Bulldogs as the Hawks are going back to the bullpen.
They're going to bring in the senior Hunter Digby and put him on the bump right here versus the Bulldogs. Williamson, like you said, kind of came in a bad situation. His first at batter, he comes into a 2-0 count, and he works out of that inning pretty quick. And just coming back in and having to grind it out versus the top of Carthage's lineup several times here tonight. But nonetheless, great outing for him in his first outing. I think Coach Fincher saw a lot of great things out of all of his arms tonight, and Digby's going to come in and try to close this thing out here.
Yeah, there really are no moral victories, but you got to know where you're at. I mean, it's a 10-4 game. I mean, you got the 10th-ranked Hawks versus the 4th-ranked Bulldogs, and you start looking at some of the ages of the guys on the mound. I mean, I think that was Chandler's, if not first, one of the few appearances he's had on varsity, as well as Walker Wright's first appearance. So those are things that come May, you're going to have a chance, as Pleasant Grove always does. And, games like this, I mean, there's not many teams willing to open up with the 4th-ranked team in the state. And, you got to give credit to Coach Fincher and the Hawks for wanting to get after it with the heavyweights. And unfortunately, sometimes experienced hitters like Connor just did right there make you pay when they need to.
Most definitely. If you look at on the mound, they go sophomore, freshman, sophomore, senior on the mound tonight. So this Pleasant Grove team is young, especially on the bump. So I think, you said it right there, no more victories in baseball, but I do think it gives Fincher things to look forward to in this season.
Yeah, not only Coach Fincher. I mean, Joe Perlman was an unbelievable player here, and so was Trey Hart. He's got some coaches that, it's not lip service. They know that it matters in May and June. And, you look out on this billboard, they've done it for a long time. And I think the night's not over. It's far from over, but it's been some really, in my opinion, positive outings from some really good kids, and Luke Flanagan and Walker Wright and Chandler Williams. They've done some really good jobs for the Hawks tonight.
Digby comes up against Cade Moore, as he drives one caught by Brenton Clark out there in center field. One pitch, one out for Digby.
Yeah, good,
as the Hawks
swing,
come in the bat.
Good swing there by Moore, but a good job by Digsby to get a first pitch out coming out of the bullpen for the Hawks.
Carthage kind of breaks it open there 7-1 in this ball game. As they take a small break, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
I wonder who that was.
And we are back live here at Pleasant Grove Hawk Field with the Carthage Bulldogs have taken an 8-1 lead here on opening day. J.M. Long's going to start off the inning for the Pleasant Grove Hawks up at the plate. If you're Coach Riley Fincher right now, what are you looking for out of your ball club?
You know, I think the fortunate thing is you got, if not the lone senior, one of the few seniors, offensively for you, and J.M. Long to help just show a little bit of fight here. I think Doty's been messed up on the graphic all night. I think it's actually 8-1. They said so. You're down 8-1. You have no momentum right now, and you got your senior leader J.M. up. So I think if you're Coach Fincher, you're just looking for, kind of J.M. to give you a chance to just build on this 8-1 deficit.
J.M. Long takes the first pitch swing. It's going to go to first base. That's going to be a quick out.
Yeah, second time for J.M. in a row here that he's hit a ground ball to first base.
Ty Chambers making quick work right now of the inning. One pitch, one out. Spencer Browning steps up to the plate for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Yeah, Spencer's 2 for 2 right now with 2 singles.
That ball misses just high and away.
You know, if you're Pleasant Grove at this point, you're just trying to get as many base runners as I think you can. It's going to be hard to do it in one inning, but you got five outs here to play with, and just cut it, as short as you can and let the chips fall where they may.
Spencer Browning wanted to take a hack at that one right there, but couldn't pull the trigger. Falls in for a strike.
Yeah, I mean, I think Spencer's trying hard to not, as the home plate umpire asked for an appeal again on the check swing. I think Spencer's trying hard here to just do whatever he can to get on base. You can see the hips kind of turn, and the 14U Spencer Browning a year ago would have tried to hit that in the trees, but I think now he's just trying to do whatever he can to get on base, and he's going to have another chance as he swings through that strike to give him 2 strikes against him.
Browning, like you said, 2 for 2 on the night, looking to make it 3 for 3 here. Ty Chambers is going to get him on the strikeout.
That's the unfortunate thing about baseball sometimes. It might have been Spencer's best swing of the day, in my opinion, and he's got 2 singles for it on a Texas leaguer and and his best swing is a strikeout. But that's just how baseball is, and that'll bring up Hunter Rose, who's 0 for 2 on the night as well.
He's going to stroke one out. It's going to go out to right field. Right fielder settles under. That's going to be quick 1-2-3 inning for the Hawks as Ty Chambers makes quick work of him. As they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back live here at Pleasant Grove Hawk Field. Carthage is winning 7-1 as we had a little score differential between us and the press box, and then the press box and us.
Well, Carthage dugout was very adamant that it was 8-1, which it feels like, it could be 7 or 8. It's easy to get confused with the Hawk Field scoreboard not turned on, but I got to give Doty credit after ragging on him. Doty he's keeping the book on 2 different devices here, so he was actually right. And it is 7-1 for the Fighting Bulldogs of Carthage over the Hawks as we go into the top of the 7th here.
Stepping up to the plate, Braden Smith for the Bulldogs. Hunter Digby on the mound for the Hawks still. 1 pitch last inning to get out of that inning.
Yeah, he's got 6-7 8 for Carthage up. I mean, got a chance to kind of avoid the top if he can get out of this.
Coming across the plate there, nice pitch right there from Digby.
Oh.
Breaking ball, 12-6 from Digby there. Great play by Spencer Browning. Throw it across the diamond. Boozer can't scoop it there.
Yeah, it looked like Boozer kind of went straight into protect mode, which is, not, I mean, not the end of the world, especially for a guy that doesn't always play first base. But keeping him at first base is kind of the lesser of the two evils. But a good job by Digby to get a ground ball to bring up Ty Chambers, the pitcher on the mound now for the Carthage Bulldogs. He'll be up with a runner on first and no outs.
Exactly. Hunter Digby doing his job there, getting a ground ball for the Hawks. It doesn't always work out the way you want it to.
Now, the good thing is he's probably going to get another ground ball at some point, and maybe.
He's going to hit Ty Chambers there, put him on first base.
I would imagine that he'll get another ground ball at some point, and they'll have a chance to
roll it up here.
To make the most of a bad situation here. This is going to bring up.
Number 20, Darren Livingston.
We've got a sub here.
Yeah, at first base, Darren Livingston. It's going to bring up 21 Patrick Malone, who rounded out the second, his last at bat.
Now we got Livingston up at the plate right here. He subbed in. Livingston's going to get his first at bat tonight. That ball bounces low. Runner will stay at first.
Let's go, Darren. Stay hot, kid. Let's go, baby. Keep it up.
Kel Preston been the courtesy runner all night for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I don't know what grade he's in, but he's a good-looking kid, probably a younger kid, but got at least one stolen base tonight. So he's done a good job for the Bulldogs, trying to find out his role for them as they get started early in the season.
Darren Livingston's going to take time from Blue right here. Digby back on the mound.
Darren Livingston's a good-looking pinch hitter here for the Bulldogs.
Digby's going to get him out on that front foot. Swinging strike. Pleasant Grove getting active back in the bullpen again tonight.
Yeah, number 8, number 10.
Caleb McIntosh just came back from the bullpen. He's a senior pitcher for the Hawks.
Yeah, and I mean, Riley, Coach Fincher's going out again to talk to Digsby and kind of assess the situation here for the Hawks.
You've also got Justin Poe, another senior up in the pen for the Hawks as well. They will make the switch. That's going to be the last pitch from Hunter Digby. Great job by him coming into a situation and doing all he could in it. Now you've got number 22, Caleb McIntosh. Throws his first pitch for the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, and you really hate it for Diggs because he's a guy that, he comes in and he gets the ground ball he needs, and unfortunately just couldn't get out on it. And, one of those, if we were able to get that out for the Hawks, then who knows what would have happened. But unfortunately, it wasn't the way it was, and now we got McIntosh on with first and second and no outs for the Hawks.
He's going to come up and still got the same batter up. We've got Livingston. Behind Livingston, we're going to have 22, Cole Curry. Catcher for the Bulldogs has been a nice spot in that lineup all night for them as well.
Yeah, his first at bat, he hit a ball hard to center field, kind of into the double play, and then back to the pitcher his next two at bats, but hit a ball really hard to center his first at bat. So he'll have a chance to do some damage for the Bulldogs in the 9-hole with some runners on base, I would assume, when his spot comes up.
One of those back to the pitcher. One of those back to the pitchers was a sack bunt from Curry. So this Bulldog lineup 1 through 9, they've really done their jobs tonight. Whether it's been hitting the ball hard somewhere or putting it down for a bunt.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, I'm gonna say they expected to win. I mean, they kind of move around like a veteran team. Again, I don't think I don't kind of have a roster
have their
with
ages
with their
here.
ages, but they move around like an athletic program that's won, 100 state championships in a row in football, and I'm sure a lot of these guys are, in that program every day and got some senior leadership. So they kind of move around like it's expected, especially in the bottom of their lineup. I think that's kind of been the huge difference is those bottom guys are giving the top guys a chance, and top guys have really delivered for Carthage tonight as McIntosh is looking to try to get the first out here.
It's the first pitch strike. Gets him again on the curveball. That's going to be a strikeout.
Yeah, Malone had Livingston.
Darren Livingston right there.
McIntosh had the advantage of having one strike already on the hitter to Livingston, so he was able to make work of him on 2 strikes to get the strikeout to bring up Cole Curry here with 1 out and runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. They're going to double steal right here. And
Booger's going to kick it. Still has a chance to make the play at first. He won't get there. Carthage is going to score here as McIntosh runs down the line to get it.
Yeah, McIntosh, unfortunately, was kind of a play in the line, and he kind of got ran over by the runner, it looked like, before the fans started jumping up and down. But kind of a very unfortunate situation all the way around.
Kind of been the way the ball's rolled tonight for the Hawks. Small, simple plays have turned into big plays for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, and again, I mean, you really hate it for McIntosh because Carthage did just enough to give themselves a chance to be successful, and boy, were they in the end result. And, McIntosh kind of did everything he needed to do but get the out. So you hate that for him because anytime you hit in front of Connor Cuff and Noah Patty, you know you're going to be a good player. And unfortunately for McIntosh now, he's got to face that good player in Dylan Davenport with runners on second and third and 1 out for the Bulldogs as the leadoff guy's coming up. First pitch breaking ball from McIntyre for a strike there to Dylan Davenport.
Another great breaking ball falls in for McIntosh as well.
Yeah, I think Doty or Nick gave me the wrong handwritten lineup to start with, so can't read Donovan's handwriting.
Yeah, Donovan, he shouldn't write too much. That's another great pitch from McIntosh and sits down the 1 hole.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the impressive thing about being on this side is just getting to see Cameron and Doty kind of make everything run on the behind-the-scenes side. The broadcasting's hard enough and the playing's hard enough, but what these guys have done on the behind-the-scenes thing's really been amazing to kind of see it from this side. They have 2 entire computers here next to the dugout, and they're doing graphics on the fly. So if you're watching, there's a whole new appreciation taken to what these guys are doing behind the scenes for game day as he looks to throw the first pitch to
Noah Patty.
It's actually a great job by Cade Martin to stop that ball from scoring another run. As the Bulldogs are looking to score a couple more in this 8-1 game in the top of the 7th here.
Noah Patty going to look to end his night on a great note. McIntosh has other plans for him. He throws a strike past Noah Patty.
Noah Patty's 2 for 4 currently. This will be his 5th at bat. Anytime on opening day you get a 5th at bat, it's probably been a good day for one offensive side.
1 up in the zone. Patty gets to it. Hawthorne's going to keep it in front, but Carthage will score another run. It's going to be RBI for Noah Patty. It's going to move your score to 9-1.
Yeah, Noah's 3rd hit of the day, and just a good athlete. Jared we said it all night, but Jared did a good job to get there and keep it in the infield, but he had, no reason to even, consider throwing him out as Connor Cuff will look to follow up his 3-run home run this at bat and look to get his 3rd hit of the day for the Carthage Bulldogs.
Another Pleasant Grove pitcher coming in and getting ground balls. Gonna have a steal by Noah Patty, negated by the swing and foul.
Yeah, kind of a good situation there for the Hawks as he was, probably wasn't going to – Caden Martin probably didn't have a chance to make a throw, based on the jump that Noah had. So foul ball by Connor. Leave it at first and third with 2 outs here. It's
Gonna have another steal attempt. Cade Martin goes straight to third. No throw.
the last time we had this situation, second and third, 2 outs, is when Connor hit the 3-run home run. So it'll be interesting to see how they throw him here.
McIntosh on the rubber looking to go home here. Comes in at the knees, strike.
Yeah, about as good a pitch as you can make to a guy like Connor in this situation. I mean, not much he could have done with that.
Cuff pokes in the other one deep out to right. That one's going to leave the yard as well for his second home run of the ball game.
Yeah, he's a very, very special baseball player. He's done a very good job tonight for the Bulldogs.
That's going to break this game wide open even more. 12-1 your score now. As Cuff hits his second home run of the night.
You know, when you watch him on the football field, it's hard at times to think that guy would want to play college baseball, and then you roll out here on opening day, and hey, ain't no doubt why he's playing college baseball. I mean, it's as free and easy as a left-handed hitter can be, and I'm sure he'll have a long, successful career for Lafayette.
And that's going to bring up Brooks Brewster, starting pitcher tonight for your Bulldogs.
Yeah, Brooks is 3 for 3. He's hammered it hard all 3 at bats. He was hitting his other at bats, so I'm sure he's looking to follow up behind Connor.
He hits a hard ball right back up the box. It's going to be another single for Brewster.
Number 8, first baseman Cade Moore.
Cade Moore up. So
Check swing, strike.
I think he was fooled a little bit right there.
Gonna have one bounce off the plate. It's gonna move Brewster up to second.
Yeah, very good job by Cade Martin right there to just give a chance. Ball actually ricocheted and bounced back to Caleb on the mound to advance the runner to second. So still got 2 outs for Cade Moore, who's 1 for 4 tonight, it looks like.
There's another one gonna bounce in front of the plate. It's gonna move Brewster up to third now.
Yeah, not the best situation for either side right now. I mean, after, Connor's hitting his second home run, you got a bunch of strong guys behind him that I'm sure are looking to lift the ball, and you got a kind of a Pleasant Grove Hawk team looking to just try to get off the field any way they can.
The ball missing high for McIntosh. Gonna get a little play wipe off here.
If you had to ask Riley, I'm sure he would tell you that these at-bats in the bottom of the 7th still matter.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with not all these guys getting to play in the scrimmages and some of the things. So really just trying to turn what's been a bad couple of innings for the Hawks into as much positive as you can find. But to do that, they're going to have to get out of this right here.
Cade Moore draws the walk here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs for the Hawks. Runners on first and third. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Smith singled in this last at bat.
Ball misses high. 1-0 count. Braden Smith.
Yeah, nobody in the bullpen right now. I'm not sure if some of those guys are hot to come in, but it looks like Coach Fincher is going to let Caleb get out of this.
Great pitch right there, swinging strike. Yeah, there was about 3 arms warming up in the bullpen just about a half inning ago for the Hawks. So I think they've got a few guys ready over there.
Yeah, looks like number 8's got his glove on.
Strike number 2.
But hopefully nobody will need it as Caleb's been in control of this at bat.
Gonna have a runner go. Gonna have a throw here from Martin. Gonna try to get in a run down here and score this runner from third. JM's gonna walk him back to first. Gonna have a guy go all the way. They've got to get this out now. That runner scores. And they're gonna get it here as Halter's gonna chase him down for the 3rd out.
Yeah, and I mean, really kind of a weird situation just because, you'd think you'd want your hitters to get all the at-bats they can, but Carthage gets a run in and Pleasant Grove gets out of it, and I'm sure that's what both of them wanted. So.
Exactly. I think they were expecting a no-throw there probably, but nonetheless, inning over, or up top of the inning over, 13-1 is your score. Carthage on top of the Pleasant Grove Hawks. As they take a small break, we're going to take one with them, and we'll be right back here on Game Day. We are back live here at Hawk Field for the bottom of the 7th inning. Pleasant Grove trailing 13-1 in this ball game. Carthage has come in and had a great day at the ballpark. Pleasant Grove has gone through a few pitchers in the bullpen and just been a kind of a tough opening day for the Hawks.
Yeah, definitely not ideal for Pleasant Grove, but
Cade Moore starts off the inning with the first pitch swing. Ground ball to shortstop, out number 1 of the inning.
Man, I mean, that backhand play there was just as impressive as some of the home run stuff Connor's done today. I mean, it's a very good player out there. Not the guy you would want to hit to, but we've talked about how extremely impressive this Pleasant Grove class is. This is another freshman hitting. Jace Elrod will be hitting for Kobe Lewis here, as this will be Jace's first high school at bat as well.
This Pleasant Grove roster full of freshmen and sophomores. As y'all keep hearing us say that. Here's another one here.
Good take.
Pitch misses away.
Good take by Jace.
Before we get out of here, another score just came in. Liberty Iowa wins their baseball game 9-3.
Yeah, great day of baseball for the city, and I hate it this way for Pleasant Grove, but you got to give them credit for wanting to go out and play number 4. Texas High had a tough task today, and they were able to beat North Lamar to start their season off, and I know Hooks and Ellie both won, and hate it for the Hawks, but they also kind of went up, against a different kind of beast in this 4th-ranked Carthage Bulldogs.
Most definitely. You want to be sitting right in May. There's nothing wrong with starting off with some talent in your season, and that's what the Pleasant Grove Hawks did tonight. And Carthage just came out to play.
Yeah, I mean, the difference was just, I mean, Carthage they made Pleasant Grove pay when Pleasant Grove made mistakes. I mean,
Exactly.
when they lined up early and everything was even and it was clean baseball, and Pleasant Grove at times looked like the better team even, especially early. But once you mix in a couple walks and errors and infield singles that are not necessarily errors but not plays made either, it's easy for the score to get out of hand. And again, we've said it all night, but Connor Chris, I mean, anytime you drive in 6 or 7 runs on your own, it's easy to win big, especially when you got some other upperclassmen around him like they do.
Jason Elrod draws a walk, brings up Buck Anderson. He's going to have a Texas leaguer, but it's not going to get down. Connor Cuff with the catch. 2 outs for the Hawks in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just Buck being young and just being a young kid. I mean, he just walks a guy to get a base runner in a 13-1 game, and you swing at something you probably don't want to flare. But those are things he'll learn. He's an unbelievable hitter just like Tucker was, and those same pitches will be hit a long way in a year or two.
Ty Boozer up to the plate for the Hawks tonight.
It's very impressive to me. What Carthage has done is this is just Ty Boozer's 3rd at bat in the bottom of the 7th here. Anytime the leadoff guy doesn't get 4 at bats, you're probably going to win a majority of those games, and that's exactly what they've done. I mean, they have a chance to stop Brendan Clark from even batting 4 times in one game. And as good as Pleasant Grove's offense is, for them just to get 3 at bats each, it'll be tough to score a lot of runs.
Most definitely, they're going to want to pick those numbers up moving forward in the season. That's just batting through your lineup. They've had a few 3-up, 3-down innings this game, and when you're behind in the ball game, you just can't really afford to have that.
Yeah, Ty Boozer's been one of my favorite kids so far, and said a lot of good things about him. So hopefully he'll have a chance to kind of get some momentum for him to just keep, build on and have a good season this year for the Hawks. And all these at bats count. They still count. I know it probably doesn't feel like it right now to them, but something he can do right here to kind of get Brendan back up to have a good Monday night here as Mr. Preston walks up to the Texarkana Game Day booth.
Exactly. Had a great job on the bases tonight. 3-run score from Preston, a stolen base as well.
It's a good at-bat by Ty Boozer to get his 2nd walk.
Runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 outs for Brenton Clark. In the bottom of the 7th for the Pleasant Grove Hawks here.
Yeah, and again, I mean, there's been a bunch of differences in this game, but, one of the huge ones is this will just be Brenton's 4th at-bat where, Patty and Connor and those guys have hit 5 times, and it's just it's a huge difference when your best guys get so many more at-bats than the other team's best guys, but looks like Brenton got hit right here on the foot maybe. Not 100% sure.
I think he just dropped the bat.
Oh, we're out of baseballs. Okay. I didn't.
Yeah, that ball actually bounced off the catcher's foot, I believe, and went over the backstop.
So the umpire need more balls, so we have brought out 1 baseball. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Coach has a couple coming, but I couldn't understand what the umpire was pointing at.
That's the coach coming at you right there.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping Brendan hits this one out. We need at least 1 more. I mean, it's hard to tell. Both runners advanced on the wild pitch.
That foul ball is going to go a long way.
Britton's looking for his 2nd hit of the night.
Had a few conversations with Brenton, and if he could hit a 14-run home run right here, he would.
Yeah, he'd probably be happy to hit an infield single, knowing him. Like I said, we saw him hit one the other day, but normally it's not necessarily a bunch of home runs out of it. Normally it's just a get on base, still 2nd, still 3rd, and just cause havoc. And he, unfortunately for him, the Bulldogs have been able to keep him on bases for the most part tonight.
Clark's going to hit a hard ground ball to 2nd base. Patty's going to scoop it up, make quick work of it. Out number 3, and that's going to be your ball game. Carthage takes it 13-1 in the season opener for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Yeah, very good job by Carthage tonight. I mean, just showed everybody. I don't know who the 3 are ranked ahead of them, but I would say Carthage would like to play some of them tomorrow. I mean, they look as good as you can look on opening night. And Brewster was really, really good on the mound, and Connor Chris might be the Connor Cuff might be the best hitter in East Texas today. So it was a very good win by the Carthage Bulldogs.
Exactly. Both teams came out and gave it their all. That's all you can ask for a season opener. You guys will see us way more here during baseball season, but I am Nick Reed. I've got Chase Brewster as a guest in the booth, Cam and Dodie on the computers tonight, Donovan on the camera, and we'll see you guys next time here on Game Day.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.